Happy New Year from Toronto, Ontario, and we're going to start right off with taking the TTC to the wonderful Union Station in downtown Toronto. And if you remember from my last video, I came here down on the Brompton, but I opted for the TTC as me and a friend are catching up and hopping on the GO train to Barrie, Ontario. And the best part about today, it's Saturday, December 30th. And that means we can get the $10 weekend pass and ride back and forth. To do this, you head to gotransit.com, hit the tab Plan Your Trip, and go to Passes and Tickets. Enter in where you're coming from and where you're going to, how many passes you need, and then enter your payment details and you'll receive an email with a pass that looks like this, but says click to activate 5 minutes before departure. And before we get on the train, we had a peek at Locomotive 561, the EMD F59PHR, and right next to it was Locomotive 655, the MP40PH3C. And as soon as that train left the station, we hopped on ours and got underway to Barrie, Ontario. If you've never taken a train out of Union Station in Toronto, it's a real magnificent ride. Along the way, you get to see brand new developments, old buildings, amazing neighborhoods, and a new perspective on the city of Toronto. And one of the coolest new features of the Barrie line is the brand new guideway between Bloor Street and Dupont. To really get a sense of how big this project was, I went up to Dupont to check it out myself. This was originally designed to fly over the CP rails just north of Dupont, and my god, that was a wonderful treat to see. And I may have forgotten to mention earlier, this is my first time taking this train. It's not the most scenic, but it definitely has its moments. Got a quick, fun, short one for you guys. I am going up to Barrie, Ontario, with my friend Michael Kodak.
Hey, I wish I was prepared for the camera turnaround. I was not.
We did a retake, but I really liked Michael's reaction. And as I mentioned, there isn't a ton to see, but you go over the 407 and get sneak peeks here and there of all the new infrastructure for the Barrie line. One of the newest additions is the brand new Rutherford Station. From there, most stations are still under construction or still waiting for improvement. This is Maple, and it still features its Grand Trunk Station House. And once you're out of the city, you're greeted by farmland and industry. Keep in mind, it is winter and it does look this dreary. But inside the coach, it's nice, warm, and cozy. And while this might be a commuter train, you do get to see some nature and got to see some really cool hawks. But other than that, just sit back and relax. And since we have all the time in the world, about an hour and a half, let me show you the bathroom. And on this old coach, it's on one side of the car. If you are in need of an accessible bathroom, be sure to go to the middle of the train. And please, please remember to lock the door. I've way too many times walked in on people using the bathroom. And you're happy to know the toilets and the sinks, the soaps, and while the paper towels really packed in there, you got plenty of it. And since we're up, take a quick tour of the coach we're on, look out the window, and head back to the seat as we're almost in Barrie. Welcome to Allandale Waterfront GO Station. You're greeted immediately by the train yard, a glimpse of the lake, and a really bare-bones station, which is really surprising for it being a terminal station. So, what's in Barrie?
I have no idea. Find out.
So, randomly just took the GO train up here. I have never been to Barrie. Michael has, though, but we still don't know what's up here.
One station south of this station.
Oh, okay. We're in good hands. We'll find something. And if you missed that, he has also not been here, but one station south. Okay. First impressions, not bad. Check it out. you know what? I'm actually a bit blown away by this place. And honestly, this looks like it could be an incredible place to stop in the summer. Hint, hint, I might do a Brompton video about a trip around the lake. And one of the coolest things about Allandale, this railway station, was the flagship of the Grand Trunk Railway. I'm not covering the history of that in this video, but I'm going to drop a link to some information about that, because I think it's really unique. Well, it's about -2, and the wind coming off the lake is super ice cold. So we kind of just shuffled along real quick, got to see their amazing playground, some ducks, and the amazing spirit catcher art piece on the lake. So I just wanted to be clear about this video. It was meant to get me out of a creative rut, and it sure did that. And that's why I wanted to piece together this short video. And after a long train ride and a 30-minute walk in the ice cold, we decided to stop and fill our bellies at the Mexican house. Cute little place, and kind of reminds me of some places back home in the Midwest. And with that, I'm getting those steak burrito. So what do you think about our wonderful Barrie GO train experience?
I tell you, I'm cold. It's cold. There's not much out there right now because it's December.
Well, we're warming up at the Mexican house here on Simcoe Street, and well said that it's a cold day to go exploring outside. So my recommendation, come here prepared. Don't mind the cold, but we were very ill prepared. That's okay. That's enough talking. Nobody needs to hear me ramble, and I don't want to bother the other patrons of this restaurant. Here's my burrito. Looks absolutely amazing. Time to chow down. After our lunch, we headed back, and our train was just about rolling in. So that's it for our Barrie GO adventure. It's ice cold, but the fact that we can take the GO train up here was pretty cool. I give this trip a 10 out of 10 because of this guy. And yeah, I'll catch you soon. And hopefully it'll be a lot warmer. Now, the next video is probably going to be just as cold as this. This was really fun to make. I'm glad you came with. And on to the next GO adventure. And maybe subscribe, give a like, comment, yada yada yada.